Walking on the left is usually because when you're working, and especially for police officers and for hunters, almost all are right-handed. And so handling the dog on your left keeps your gun hand free and clear. Doesn't interfere with things. On occasion, I have veterans who have difficulties with their right side from injury, and so that especially is if the dog is on the left, really helps them out. However, if their left is their injured side, we switch the dog to the right.
Pets for Vets is a national organization started by Clarissa Black in California. It was her idea and her goal to pair veterans with PTSDs, TBIs, any kind of emotional anxiety disorders, as well as some physical ailments, and sometimes just veterans who would like a companion with a dog or cat out of a shelter. So she put this whole idea together, and I'm very blessed to be the West Michigan director of our chapter. TBI is a traumatic brain injury. It's where there's a massive concussive force that the veteran either suffers being inside of an armored vehicle or an IED that would explode, that would cause their brain to actually rattle inside their skull. That's called a traumatic brain injury, TBI. And PTS is post-traumatic stress, from prolonged anxiety, lack of sleep, all of the massive amounts of stress that our veterans are through when they are in combat.
I have to assess the match between the veteran and his needs and his lifestyle. And that means size, age appropriate, emotional effect that animals may have with the veteran, because some veterans do not want a mushy dog that's up wrapping their legs around them, giving them great affection. They need a dog that may be a little bit more relaxed and just there. So I need to determine all of that before I start looking. And I use Pet Finder or Adopt a Pet, and I go through and put a filter on my search and do it for each individual veteran accordingly. This dog would like to be with someone all the time. So if I had a veteran that wanted to stay home a lot and indulge in sweetness all the time, I'm sure this dog would be responsive.
We do some out of shelters, some out of breed-specific rescues, like the Boston Terrier Rescue. We do some right out of animal control. So they come from different sources.
She told me a little bit about the dog, and I said, great, sounds good, yeah, I'll be happy to foster it. And then she told me it was, field trained pretty well, that it was a dog that would hunt. And I got to thinking, and I said, well, sure, yeah, I'll foster it at least until after hunting season is over, And then Madeline kind of chuckled over the phone. She said, well, great, because if it works out, she's yours. And I don't think I'm fostering her anymore. She's got her place, and she's not going anywhere.
There's a huge need for this. We have over 80 veterans on our waiting list right now. We have a huge need for volunteers to work in our program, trainers, veterinarians, anyone who can volunteer to help fundraise, write grants. We have a huge need for volunteers, because right now we cannot service the veterans that we have applications for because we don't have enough volunteers in the program. And our program is 100% volunteer based.